Hey, y'all. We'll see how this goes. Trying a little something new. All right. See how this goes. Trying a little something new. Okay. I have a little list here. I want to try to review Rozen Maiden again. Let's try this. So, the whole anime starts out, you have this doll maker, and he loses his daughter for unknown reasons, and he tries to create a doll in her image. And the girl's name is Alice, by the way. I'm kind of low energy at the moment, by the way, sorry. Well, our main character, June, is a shut-in, a hikikomori, I suppose you would say if you're a weeaboo, at least. And this is the stereotypical setup. The parents are gone, they're overseas, it's the older sister and the younger brother just living alone. And, well, one day, June gets this letter, will you wind, will you not wind? And he's like, okay, I'll wind. And so the next day, I believe, he got a box, big doll case, flying in through his window. And in there was a doll. And it's Shinku, the one I cosplayed. Well, he turns the key, like little wind-up key in the back, and the first thing she does is pretty much slap him. She's like, don't fucking touch me. So that's the show we're going for. That's her character, at least. But she kind of sweetens up. She's a tsundere, by the way. Tsundere meaning like cold to warm up, but actually soft and lovey-dovey, but hides it. Well. Apparently, there's another kid in town who has a Rozen Maiden doll. Her name was Tomoe, and she is kind of sickly because Hina, her doll, Hina Ichigo, uses a lot of her fucking energy because Hina is just a child. She's just like a big baby. Now, the show has minimal filler. I can only think of 1 or 2 episodes that actually are pure filler. Maybe 3. But they're still trying to progress the plot at least some way. They're dropping like, oh, we need to be doing this, or dropping like, this is still a looming threat. But the show will take a break occasionally because it does have some relatively dark themes. Like, one of the dolls has, I don't think one, but all the dolls have the ability to go into human streams, and they kind of help the main character, the protagonist, June. Being a shut-in, he was just like kind of shunned away from school. He had a really embarrassing time, and oh boy, my stomach hurts for no reason. Ow. He doesn't go to school anymore because he's just a big sad bitch. Well, they go into his dreams and kind of help him come out of his shell, and he actually starts going back to school, and that's all fun and good. And he ends up acquiring like most of the dolls just through one thing or another. He gets pretty much 4 out of the 6 dolls. Now, there is this one character, Suigento. She is the white-haired one with all the black or dark blue or purple, however it's whatever. In a later remake season, Rozen Maiden 2013, it's black, but everything else is like dark purple. Whatever. So, she's the first doll that was created, but she was left unfinished. Big spoiler, by the way. Now, There's a sickly girl named Megu, or just Meg. I call her Meg. She's in the hospital with heart failure, and she's just accepting her death. She's like, I want to die. I've been told I'm going to die for my whole fucking life. Just let me go. No more suffering for me. Really nihilistic, but with a smile on her face. Really interesting character, not going to lie. And Suigento is perplexed by her. She's like, you're fucking what? And also she goes about there's a whole concept about being, not broken, what is it? Incomplete. Like, because Suigento is incomplete, she can't qualify as a Rozen Maiden doll. She can't become Alice, even though she was the first one made by Rozen. So, these two characters kind of form a bond over their nihilism of the world and wanting to die, I guess. Or just being really bitter about their condition. Another really cool and interesting aspect, I think. So, let me go back to my list. Season 2 was a hell of a lot fucking better. Season 2 was so much better. Not only just the intro was so much better, like the season 1 intro, really atmospheric, and it's slow and like glossy looking and just really dreamy. The second one, completely different art style, really upbeat. I really fucking love it, and I actually know some of the lyrics in Japanese because I'm a weeboo. Regardless. The season 2 intro bumps. It fucking slaps. And the season itself is much better because there's more conflict. It gets into, like, shit starts hitting the fan. Because a certain bitch kind of starts the Alice game. And the Alice game is where all the girls, if they're all alive and awake at once, like they've all had their key wound and they're in the same time frame, it's time to fight. It's time to meet Rozen. It's time to meet Father. And they all have these life forms, the Rosa Mysticos. They're like crystal shards. Like, it's like, what is that? What is the stone from Inuyasha? That's what it makes me think of. They have the crystal jewel shards. Well, no matter. Once a girl, I guess, essentially kills a Rosa Maiden doll or takes her Rosa Mystica, taking a Rosa Mystica doesn't kill the doll, by the way. Big plot point. Because Shinku pretty much acquires all the other girls' Rosa Mysticas. And she's pretty much destined to become Alice. You see it from the beginning. Alice looks like Shinku. Shinku looks like Alice. It's pretty much destined to become Alice, and she's the one that meets Father. But she's the one leading the way, saying, no, I don't want to fight. We're all sisters, Let's get along. Let's end the Alice game. Let's not have to go into this barbaric bullshit. And one of the girls says, fuck that shit. I want to meet Alice. I want to be Alice. I want to meet Father. And of course, it's the least fucking likable one, So Seiseki. She's the mirror image of her twin sister, Suisei. Yeah, they all have weird hard names to pronounce, and they're spelled out really fucking long. They have German equivalents, by the way. Her Suisei. Okay, So Seiseki's is Lapis Stern or some shit like that. Well, she pretty much starts the whole fucking thing, and she essentially started the whole feud between Bada Suisho and Shinku, which, more spoilers, in Overture between season 1 and season 2, watch Overture. It's like a two-part special. Really, really good animation, by the way. Really, really awesome animation. I love the color palette. It's slightly different from the main art style from the show, but it's really good. I really like that animation. Well, she's essentially she lit the fuse that started the bomb that was Shinku and Suigento hating each other. And watch it for yourself to understand what I mean, because this is at least how I interpret it. The bitch was like, you're a fake. You're fuck you. And then Shinku was like, I guess it's true. You're a fake. I'm not describing it well at all. But it's kind of like the whole misunderstanding thing. But it's not like the stupid misunderstanding where it's like they just narrowly missed them, or a simple conversation would have helped. I guess so Gunter really didn't understand, and the other girls didn't, because Father wasn't there to tell him, because Father is just this mysterious figure that lives in the Enfield, which the Enfield is a whole other thing that I don't really want to fucking get into. Well, let's see. The ending, I really like, because I don't really know. It's kind of tossed up, left in the air. I don't know if Shinku really becomes Alice, but it's kind of like they all live happily ever after, except not all of them do. They all die in the ending, not gonna lie. Well, not all of them. They die, all but one is resurrected. Hina. Poor baby. She's still dead, canonically. And it's sad. But, so with Rozen, he had an apprentice named Enju. And Enju pretty much pretends to be Rozen in front of June. Because he's like, I'm better than Enju. Enju thinks I'm better than Rozen. So I'm going to pretend to be him and steal his glory to this stupid kid. And so he's making dolls, and he actually stole the final doll design that Rozen had, which is Kirakisho, sparkling snow crystal, or something like that. And Enju's doll ends up being Badasuisho, which is like rose crystal or something. And she's the fucked up mirror image version of her. And she's an eye patch. And she's like, whenever anyone talks, she's like, I want to quote it, but she'll echo it back in a really snarky tone, like, stop copying me, stop copying me. It's just really bitchy. Suits the character. And she has she's not one of these villains that fucks around in monologues to try to kill the enemy or the good guy. She's like, you're dead. Fuck you. And it's something I actually really can appreciate. She doesn't shit around. Like, the most of her fucking monologues is like, I am a Rozen Maiden doll. I'm better than all of you. And now, death. Like, that's all she does. She's actually a pretty silent character. So when you hear her speak in her little whispery, sarcastic, snarky-ass voice, it's worth it. It's really worth it. Now, the thing she ripped off, Kirakisho, she is like the OP yandere, like, moe yandere fucking, like, senpai, let me eat you. Just, she doesn't have one of her eyes. She only has one eye, and the other eye is a white rose growing out of the socket. And it can extend out, and she has like these vines and shit that can like wrap around you and everything, and she's actually an intimidating character because she's scary. Just imagine like this little like 3 foot tall thing just running at you, and have like her little prickly vines coming at you and grabbing you and grabbing you into a mirror, and just scary. But she's a good character, and you only see her for a flash at the end of the original series. So in the remake, you see her again, and you see her a lot more of her. She's a character I actually really respect. She's really pretty. She's like all white, has like buttery blonde hair. In the manga, she was all white. Kind of looks like a almost bride-like with the white roses and the white everything, but really pretty doll, not gonna lie. So, the end battle, the final battle. When I was watching this, I was like, there's only 5 minutes left. What's gonna happen? This is the end. It's gonna be a cliffhanger, damn it, and there's no more left. Fucking shit. Well, pretty much all the girls are fighting, and most of them die, and it's just Shinku versus Kirakisho. No, Badasuisho. The fake. And so she's about to punch her shit out, and then June's like, if you do that, you're just as bad as her. Distracting her. And then Kirakisho knocks her fucking lights out. And you think that she got her. You think, oh god, this is the end, and the bad guy wins. Oh no. And Then something immensely satisfying happens. Bitch falls to pieces. She gets all the Rosa Mysticas, and she's like, "Yes, I have it. I beat them. I'm better than all the other girls." And Enju pops out, and he's like, "My baby, my creation. I'm so much better than that guy, Rozen. I'm a wannabe." La, 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 la. So she starts falling to pieces, and she just crumbles in his arms. And she's like, "Father, no!" And he's like, "Nah." And I'm just sitting there, like, I'm laughing when I'm watching this. I'm just like, yes, bitch, fuck you, die. For some reason, I laugh when she's, like, falling to pieces. She's like, "Father!" And I'm like, yes, fuck you. I don't know. So, it's been actually a really long time since I watched the fucking show, so I don't really remember the ending. But, yee. That's my review of Rozen Maiden, I guess. The remake, it's a time skip. It's like an alternate universe. What if he didn't wind and he still ends up having the Rozen Maiden dolls? June is just destined to get these fucking dolls. Now, there's one thing I'm so happy the show did not do, is that it did not put any fucking romance into it. And you might it could be skewed as, don't tell me. I hope. Oh my god. Okay. I hope I have sound. Regardless. Let me go back to here. Sorry, I'm checking the stream at the moment. Yee. What was I doing? Does my mic work? Hey, it does. I thought it was muted. Woo woo. So, what the fuck was I saying? The remake. It's kind of shitty. The animation, I don't like it. It's Studio Dean, so they cut corners. It doesn't suit it, really. Well, also, it doesn't do romance, which I'm so happy about. I personally really hate romance anime, and really don't like romance in anime. There's only a few where it does it really well. And, what was it? There's this one episode that's kind of filler where the girls have to wash their dresses so you get to see the pretty frilly lacy underbits. And Shinku puts on June's shirt, and she's just kind of sitting there like, "You're not that bad, human." And yeah, well, what was I saying? Just so happy it didn't do romance. I'm so happy that June and Tomoe weren't a thing either, because that would just be forced and unnecessary and doesn't need to go anywhere and doesn't have anywhere to go. It's all about this character having a personal growth, and I like it. It's actually a character-driven story. So, yeah. I suppose I'll end it now. Also, perhaps I'll do another stream in a couple seconds right after this, but I really, really, really want to talk about Kodomo no Chikan, because that's one of my favorite fucking anime. It's hella underrated. People don't understand it, so I'll do that next. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. And broadcast.